Hello everyone, Bashar here. So you might remember, like about 2 weeks ago, we did Diablo 3 stream. The season 32 has started, and I wanted to do a Greater Rift 150 solo. I have been playing the game from the get-go, and I have never done it, so I wanted to go at it. And this season I managed. So if you have a liking for Diablo 3, but you also have never conquered Greater Rift 150 before, I'm talking about solo, of course. Greater Rift 150 solo before, I am going to share my insights. So the first thing that you have to do is probably create a demon altar, but you should be focusing the altar, right? It should be completed as soon as possible. So every single primal that is not equipable should be disenchanted for the ashes and get used on the altar. As you know, the altar takes 6 ashes worth 6 primal items. I think the altar takes like 300 or so to be maxed out, on top of the tons of other stuff. But don't be disheartened. The ancient puzzle ring can be annoying. I think that's the only real thing that you can get stuck on, and you should dodge it by using the cube recipe to roll your puzzle over and over until you get it. So you should max this. The second thing I think you should be doing is make a demon altar. So I started with a wizard, and that was a very bad move. So you should be focusing on your journey chapters 2, 3, and 4, which give you 2 pieces of each of your season set. So you complete 1 set, and then you can roll. So what next? You should be collecting these pieces for Gears of the Dreadlands, shortened as God, or aka God. It's a little bit funny abbreviation, but God DH, when you see that, that means Gears of Dreadlands Demon Hunter. So the thing is, this is not the highest Great Rift solo build that is, but it is very, very, very fast. Let me show you. I mean, as you can see, it can go really, really fast. And it can do Greater Rift 150 solo, don't get me wrong. But the idea behind it, it's extremely fast, and the way that you gather loot and farm paragons in this game is by being fast, guys. So you want runs on the neighborhood of 1 minute, 1.5 minutes, 1 minute 45 seconds, Greater Rift runs, whichever you can do. The ideal group is 2 Gears of Dreadlands God DHs, and 1 support Demon Hunter and 1 support Necromancer. Generally, those teams are very, very fast, and it will be based on your gear, right? How good you are, right? How good the Demon Hunters are, because the supports are relatively easy to build. They don't need damage, they just need the right items, and they have a ton of survivals because they are not interested in dealing damage anyway. So those are easy. So it will be based on your Demon Hunters, and that will be the backbone of your farming your Paragon. As you can see, I have 2.5k Paragon here. I will not claim that it can't be done on lower Paragons, but generally, guys, that's where you want to be if you want to do Greater Rift 150 solo, because as you know, the first 800 gets invested in the core, the offense stuff, the defense, and the utility, and after that you can stack up your main stat, right, over and over, and that makes you very powerful. So guys, let's take a look at my damage. 13 million, 49 million. Take a look at the difference. I'm losing 50% damage and 25% survivability because of my lacking points in Paragon, right? That is pretty important. So it makes a big difference. You have to grind the Paragon, and the way to grind that Paragon is, as I said, fast Greater Rift runs, and you can supply the Greater Rift runs from the Visions of Enmity, and also the Age is also best at farming that. So I made the mistake of going for Wizard. So guys, if you want to conquer Greater Rift 150 solo, the best class is Wizard. But you can feed the wizard properly with Demon Hunter. That's the best, because as I said, you will have much better invite rates to groups, right? With Demon Hunter, they are much more preferred because wizards are very heavy hitters. They are used for higher greater rifts, and they wouldn't want you in their 130 speed team, right? You wouldn't be able to catch up, or your damage would go to waste. You will slow them down. I mean, I'm not saying wizard doesn't have any speed builds, but doesn't hold a candle to the Demon Hunter. So focus your altar, do a Demon Hunter, and also work on your support Demon Hunter as well. I will be doing separate videos for the Gears of the Redlands and support Demon Hunter builds. Farm your Paragon, and the way to farm that Paragon is, as I said, doing fast 130s, 135s, whichever it is that you can find. And thing is, if you provide the support, then you won't be gear checked as heavily, right? Because you are only there to make everyone else deal more damage or to make everyone survive, and your damage will not be held to account, right? But if you are a damager and the run takes 2 minutes and 15 seconds, and people will start complaining, this DH too low, right? Let's just go lower, or in most instances they will just check you and get someone else. That's how you grind your Paragon. I will also share with you my wizard build that has conquered 150. Let me show you. As you can see, and when I first did it several days ago, 5 days ago maybe, that's a friend of mine, that's not me. I'm a little bit lower. Yes, I'm much lower actually. Where am I? No, I passed myself. Where am I? There I go. 262. I was actually something like number 100 when I first did it. And I am a little bit proud of it, guys, because let's just compare the people. 5,000 Paragon, 5,600 Paragon, 6,000 Paragon, zillions of primals, 7,000 Paragon. These are insane, by the way. 6,000, 5,000. And thing is, guys, that means this guy is dealing like 50 or 60% more than I do, and he is about 30% tougher than me without taking the gear into account. And like primal, right? I mean, that also means a lot more damage as well. See, 3k, that is a lower guy, and he is a tall rusher. That's interesting. Okay, about 50 billion gazillion primals again. Yeah, I have not had the greatest luck with primals, but I do have a few, right? I mean, when you get to 2.5k Paragon, you will, and my Paragon is poorly grinded, guys. So if, I did the right thing and started with a Demon Hunter and immediately started getting in those fast runs, it would have been much higher. A lot of this is solo on my wizard, which is much slower. And bringing a support Demon Hunter will make you also get more XP, because twofold, right? One of them is because the group buff, right? I mean, you get more XP, loot, and gold, or whatever it is in the group, but also you apply some stuff that gives you more XP, and that gets evenly divided across the group, but still there would be, some sort of bonus, and you would be getting more XP. So yeah, that's about it. Grind your Paragon, build a Demon Hunter, I would suggest. And as I said, you can do it with your Monk, whatever it is, right? You can do it with whatever you wish, but that is the path of least resistance. You build a Demon Hunter to fast farm visions, to fast farm greater rifts, to fast farm, and you feed your wizard. You can gather your blood shards and spend them on the wizard, right? You will also be progressing with your wizard, and you will be also doing fast upgrades. So I will leave the showcasing to the build video, and feel free to ask anything, but I suppose this is just a general guide. Questions are maybe better saved for the build guides, and I will see you on the build guides, guys. Bye bye.